In this video, I will tell you the haunting story of the RMS Queen Mary ship. The RMS Queen Mary is considered the most haunted ship in America. It is believed that many ghosts haunt the spooky RMS Queen Mary ship. There are reports of many crew members dying on the ship voyage across the ocean. Some workers were also reported dead during its construction. The spirits of these tragedies dead in the RMS Queen Mary ship could be one of the reasons for the hauntings inside the ship. Witnesses have seen the spirit of a man crushed by a watertight door and the ghost of a woman who dances in the first-class lounge room. One of the staterooms in the ship is so haunted that it was closed to the public for 30 years. Many visitors to the ship have also claimed to hear strange noises and see ghostly apparitions aboard the ship. Today, the ship is permanently docked in Long Beach, located in the U.S. state of California. It is transformed into both a tourist attraction and a hotel. So, what is the story behind the RMS Queen Mary, and why is it considered one of the most haunted ships in America? In order to know this, let us hear the story. On May 28, 1930, the Cunard Line, which is a British shipping company, began construction on the first ocean liner that is a passenger ship. Due to insufficient funds, construction was halted for a few years. However, in 1934, construction finally resumed on the ship. The Cunard Line Company planned to name the ship after England's greatest queen. And so, the ship was officially named the RMS Queen Mary. The ship was 1,019 feet long and the first British passenger ship to exceed 1,000 feet. As the ship is built for luxury travel, it has numerous features, including a library, gymnasium, ballroom, 2 swimming pools, and a hospital. The RMS Queen Mary ship was officially launched on September 26, 1935. On May 26, 1936, the RMS Queen Mary set sail on her maiden voyage from England and then picked up additional passengers from France before departing to New York City. It could accommodate 2,038 passengers. In September 1939, during one of the RMS Queen Mary's voyages across the Atlantic Ocean, World War II officially began. As soon as the ship docked in New York City, it ceased to be a passenger ship and instead became a troop-carrying ship. After being fitted out as a wartime ship, the RMS Queen Mary ship could carry 15,000 people. It set a record of carrying 16,683 troops and staff in 1943. In total, the vessel transported approximately 810,000 service members during the war. In addition to being able to carry thousands of service members at a time, the RMS Queen Mary ship was also considered the largest and fastest ship active during the war. Her top cruising speed was 32.5 knots, which could outrun German torpedoes. Despite dodging German torpedoes, the RMS Queen Mary was involved in a catastrophic accident in 1942 when it crashed into a ship called HMS Curaçao, killing hundreds of passengers. Following the end of World War II, it took 10 months to turn the RMS Queen Mary back into a luxury passenger ship. She made her first post-war voyage on July 21, 1947, and would continue to make crossings across the Atlantic Ocean for 20 years. As air travel became more popular in the 1950s and 1960s, there was a decreased need for luxury passenger ships like the RMS Queen Mary. As a result, the ship started her final voyage on October 31, 1967. Then on December 9, 1967, the ship was permanently docked in Long Beach, located in the U.S. state of California, where she was modified for use as a floating hotel and tourist attraction. Since then, many visitors and staff to this ship started seeing many paranormal activities, including one from 1989 that occurred in a room known as the Garden Lounge. A cleaning staff entered the room and saw an unknown person sitting on a chair. The cleaning staff was about to call security when the person sitting on the chair suddenly vanished. Staff and guests also tell tales of a spirit known to growl in people's ears. In 2001, an employee came into work early and entered the staff offices. Then he saw a ghostly figure walking through the office before completely disappearing. These are just a few of the haunting stories of RMS Queen Mary. There are many popular haunted places in this ship. The most haunted room on the RMS Queen Mary ship is called Room B340. However, it is difficult to determine how the haunting started, but it is confirmed that passenger Walter Adamson died in the room in 1948. After his death, ghost sightings in the room were reported. Prior to the ship docking in Long Beach, a female passenger in room B340 woke up and found a shadow figure standing at the end of her bed. The entity vanished into thin air as soon as she woke up. These types of sightings have only increased since the ship was turned into a hotel. Another horrible incident also happened in room B340. In the 1960s, a man murdered 2 women and was locked in what is now room B340. When a policeman entered the room to investigate, he was also found dead inside the room, even though no one else was in the room. Due to its haunted reputation, the ship's management closed room B340 for about 30 years. It was only on April 13, 2018, that the room reopened after being renovated. The next haunted place in the RMS Queen Mary ship is Door 13. On July 10, 1966, a routine safety drill on board the RMS Queen Mary turned tragic when a crew member violently lost his life. In the accident, 18-year-old John Petter did not make it through the door in time and was crushed by Door 13. It's widely believed that John Petter's spirit remains decades after his horrific death. A few years after Petter died, a watchman reported walking towards the former side of Door 13 when his dog became frightened, as if seeing something that the guard could not. The guard then heard a clanging metallic sound moving toward him, causing both him and his dog to flee the area. Over the years, witnesses have reported a metallic sound, which could be the noise of Door 13 slamming shut. The next haunted place in the RMS Queen Mary ship is the Queen's Salon Room. This room has been haunted by a lady in white for years. The identity of the lady in white remains a mystery, but she's been seen near the piano, dancing to music no one else can hear. The next haunted place in the RMS Queen Mary ship is at the front of the ship. On October 2, 1942, the RMS Queen Mary was carrying 15,000 U.S. troops across the Atlantic for wartime service. To prevent being torpedoed, the ship made a zigzag pattern in the water and was escorted by a smaller escorted ship, the HMS Curaçao. However, disaster struck when the RMS Queen Mary swung towards the HMS Curaçao. The RMS Queen Mary weighed 81,000 tons, while the Curaçao only weighed 4,290 tons. The RMS Queen Mary was also sailing at its maximum cruising speed of 28.5 knots. This combination caused the bow of the RMS Queen Mary to cut the HMS Curaçao ship in half. The RMS Curaçao ship quickly sank with its crew still trapped inside. The survivors on the ship waited for the RMS Queen Mary to rescue them, but they instead watched in disbelief as it sailed away. The captain of the RMS Queen Mary ordered not to stop their ship for any reason, and instead called on 2 other British ships to rescue the survivors of the HMS Curaçao. It took nearly 2 hours for the 2 British destroyers to reach the wreckage of the HMS Curaçao ship. By that time, most of the crew had died due to cold Atlantic waters. Of all the crew members aboard the HMS Curaçao, only 101 survived, while the other 329 died. Now, at the front of the ship, where the collision happened, some visitors have reported hearing the sounds of metal crushing and the screams of men. Others have heard the sound of rushing water and banging against the ship's side. The next haunted place in the RMS Queen Mary ship is the first-class swimming pool. The RMS Queen Mary's first-class swimming pool is another major hotspot for paranormal activity. People have heard splashing coming from the pool area and even seen wet footprints leading away from the pool. This is highly unusual, considering that the pool was drained of water years ago. Visitors reported seeing a young girl holding a teddy bear near the first-class pool. The ghost of a young girl named Jackie has been around the pool area for years. The young girl, Jackie, is believed to have drowned in the pool. Multiple witnesses have heard the scary voice of the young girl talking and laughing near the pool. Lastly, it has been theorized by psychics and ghost hunters that there are vortexes on board the RMS Queen Mary that create a portal for supernatural phenomena. One vortex is located in the boiler room, where the dead body of a crew member named John Henry was found. Many investigators have captured audio recordings of ghosts and seen apparitions in the area as well. The second, and perhaps more powerful, vortex is located in the changing room next to the haunted first-class swimming pool. People report feeling dizzy and getting goosebumps while walking in the narrow hallway leading to the changing room.